Good afternoon, everyone. We are back with the Any Percent Open, and we have got an amazing match between Bugfish and Logis. And joining me in the booth, I've got Troy of Athens. How are you doing today, Troy?
I'm doing good.
I am so glad to hear it. And we actually have Bugfish with us at the moment. How are you feeling?
Wait, am I supposed to speak now?
Yeah, we have player racing.
Oh,
If you would like to, you don't have to speak.
Yeah, you don't have to do it.
I'm a bit nervous, but
Well, I'm sure you'll do amazing. Looking at your time, you are cracked. Some 1 hour in this game is incredible. Both of you seem to have amazing times. It's a little bit nervous. Okay, well, if both of our players are ready, I think they can get ready in the race time lobby. And I wish them both the best of luck. What are you hoping to see today, Troy?
Sorry, say the question again.
What are you hoping to see today?
Just hoping to see a good race, as always. Yeah, we got good players here. Division S, third race, and I'm gonna run for all of them.
Could you use the question in a sentence? I believe I just did.
Saren, it was just that I didn't hear what she said, that's all.
It's okay, it's the accent. We get it.
No, it's a good accent, I don't know.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so I've got to put it in the chat just because.
Oh, webcams! Look at
Oh, hello! And we have Logis. Appearing on the screen magically as we see them do DSTA. I've got to put the command in because if you don't know it, now you do.
Yeah.
You know what made me absolutely laugh? So when there was a article about the daylight savings change in America, I saw the reason I knew about it is because of the headline that said America kills Mario Odyssey speedrunning.
Yeah. I mean, it actually is still in effect right now, just by the way.
Yes, it hasn't come in yet. I believe it's 2023.
Oh, no, it's actually just because it got stuck in,
Oh.
the bill got passed by the Senate, but not Congress.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So they realized it was dumb.
No, it's more of like it's in limbo. Like,
oh gosh.
you know how long it takes some bills to get passed.
Yeah, true. But no, it was just so funny because that is literally how I was introduced to DST. I'd never heard of it before. I didn't know what it was, and it was all because of a title just saying the US government kills Mario Odyssey speedrunning.
Yeah.
But I am hoping to see. I hope they both get sub 1 today. I haven't seen many sub 1s in a race, obviously, because it is incredibly difficult to get a sub 1. But I would really like to see one.
I'm surprised you haven't seen that. You just don't watch a lot of races.
Well, I've been watching a lot of the races recently, but people have been just over.
Well, yeah, because of this being an open division.
Yeah.
Sorry, an open tournament. But yeah, I was saying, like, if you had watched previous years, I'm sure I would have thought you'd seen some.
I've only actually been around on Twitch for the last year. So I wasn't around when the last tournament ran, unfortunately. But I am hoping to see some mega action this year. And we actually have a prediction in chat. Fastest Mario, who will you put your points on? So I was speaking to someone the other day and they said the best part about this beginning is because it shows off the kind of movements that you will see as you go through the game. And I thought that was super interesting. And it does say a lot about Mario. I think a lot of the earlier stages, it does kind of just showcase some of the things that you will expect to see coming up. But I had a question for you. So we were discussing in Mario 64 how it gets exponentially harder as it goes on. Would you say any of the earlier kingdoms are harder than the later kingdoms?
Wooded.
Wooded. I had a feeling that was coming.
Also Lost Kingdom.
Yes. See, that's quite interesting to me because having a speedrun where it's difficult in an earlier scene, it kind of feels like maybe that would be better for nerves. You get past you get past Wooded.
I mean, this game
Lost.
kind of goes in waves on difficulty. Like, you got Wooded and Lost in Metro, and then, well, actually, yeah, it's pretty much, it gets really difficult, and then, like, Seaside is a bit of an easier kingdom, and then it's hard again. Like, it's like, pretty much difficult the whole way through, except for, like, a couple kingdoms.
Except for a couple of them.
Like, it's...
Oh. Well, it seems that they start as they hopefully mean to go on within moments of each other, and I hope it does stay that way.
Yeah.
My favourite thing about this kingdom is the dinosaur jump. It's just the best thing. Because you know someone captured that dinosaur and thought, can he go on this tiny trampoline? Oh.
It's a pretty wide loading zone.
Yeah, okay. I panicked for a moment. I'm glad that my fellow comms has a better idea of the loading zone than I do.
There is no doubt there. You can bonk on that wall and still get into the boss fight. Like, it's pretty forgiving.
And yet Seren still missed? Wait, what? Sorry. That seems like a good bunny fight for both of them. What do you call that bunny, by the way?
That's Madame Brutal.
Okay. I always called him Adam Bunny, so I wasn't too far off, and I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, nice. I mean, all the bunnies are called Brutals, not bunnies, so...
Ah, okay. We hate Madam Brood? Damn. There's hate already in the chat. You call them bunnies? I call them bunnies!
I mean, more bunnies, but they're I guess, like, a family of Brutals, like, that's their, I guess it's their last name or something.
Brutal Bunny.
Yeah.
Giving Bugs a run for his money.
Because, like, they're called bunnies in the splits as well, like, you know, when you go through Bowser's, it's the... Yeah, I make up... What do you... I don't make up names.
I call them time-lost creatures.
That's fair.
Oh, to be fair, I have heard that you do call Blowy Joey something different.
It's in the capture book. They're called typhoons. It's on the Wikipedia pages. Literally only in this community are they called Blowy Joeys.
Someone's gonna edit that Wikipedia page by tomorrow.
They're in multiple games. They're not just in this game. Typhoons are a thing outside of this game.
Yeah, but that's his cousin Ted. These are the Blowy Joeys.
It's Ted isn't even a thing. Where are you coming with this now? That is lies. Saying that the 3D World community also calls them Blowy Joeys, that is a lie.
I don't know, as an SMS and SMB runner, I've only ever known them as Blowy Joeys.
I'm pretty sure that Nicrovita came up with Blowy Joey. And he's a Super Mario Odyssey runner. Or was. Oh, yeah, I'd be all for 3D World.
I'm so surprised that Seren is not trying to get Bowser's Fury in then if he wants cat movement.
I mean, like with all our liking of cats in this community, yeah, I don't know why we haven't had 3D World. It's obvious. And yeah, reverse town from both players, resulting in the Hayano birds.
Fury may be an auto-scroller, but it's a fun game. So Logis is showing off his movement here. He seems to have gotten a tad bit ahead. I'm not going to say a lot ahead, but enough that if his movement continues the way that it is, that Bugfish may end up slightly behind.
Yeah, it's not a huge gap. It was just some trouble with Ayano Bird that caused the gap that we're seeing.
Don't worry, it's still early in the race and there's no need to be scared yet.
And great route for a ledge clip route being used for both players.
I'm so glad that Troy knows what that is.
Always happy to educate, it's fine.
Thank you, I do very much appreciate that. As much as I enjoy watching this game, my understanding of it is certainly limited. But I do know they have to get as many coins as possible here to get the next star in the next kingdom, well, to pay for one.
Yeah, that's true. But they are, if you notice, Logis is doing some interesting camera manipulation here, and that's because there is a platform that we want to get on a good cycle. So we're going to be using that moving platform, the pyramids over there, to actually push us out of bounds. And that was actually kind of a bad cycle for Logis. Bugfish with a much better one is actually going to be able to catch up because of that.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, the distance has shortened quite a bit because of Logis getting a bad cycle there.
Yes, you know what? I absolutely love the clips out of this. I know that later in the game there's quite a bit of, I think it's fish dips, where they clip out and all these different areas, and it's one of my favorite things about this game.
Yeah.
Just leaving the bounds to really get to things much quicker, because it feels like non-stop Mario to me.
Yeah, and I feel like it's having the addition, because it is still fairly recent, that clip. Having it so early in the game really, like, in some ways makes the run more exciting for viewers. Like, it actually shows off, like, oh, you're gonna be clipping a lot. You're doing a lot of out of bounds movement in this game.
Yeah, it's really cool. And Bugfish is catching up, so let's see what happens. It only takes one fall to get someone catching up here, because all of the jump movements are so precise.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't look like they caught up much, but it's because they also lost time in sand. But they were able to, they essentially negate it with that the difference in cycles.
so I don't think Lake Kingdom's that bad, but am I incorrect? Is Lake Kingdom deceptively difficult?
I mean, with Lake Clip, it can be pretty hard, but I mean, at the higher levels, Lake Clip is pretty standard, so it can be kind of easier, I guess, but it still has its moments.
I'm assuming this is what you referred to, referring to as Lake Clip.
Yes, that is Lake Clip. Using a corner clip to get out of bounds and then jumping off of your cap because there's no, because you gotta like remain partially in bounds so that you actually still have something to jump off of. And then there's also an invisible wall to go around as well.
Oh god. See, when it comes to invisible walls, I'm so used to them in pretty much everything.
Yeah.
that I've played and run. Just do triple clip and everything is done. Oh my god.
So yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Instead of similar to moon clips that you've seen in other kingdoms, you can do one off of the moon that's there instead of doing it off of a corner clip, but it's more precise, and it's also it also is like it just because it's more precise, it's just more difficult, and then so. But yeah, the movement is slightly different because of it.
Well, it's super cool seeing this, and both runners seem to be on a pretty good run. Very few mistakes on either side.
Yeah,
so
solid leg flips from both.
on that note, if you do want to follow the runners, you can follow them here. If you want to follow my amazing co-coms, Troy's link is in here, and for some reason that didn't work. And if you want to give to the SMO League, which is a crowd-funded prize, then you can give right here. We are crowdfunding the prize. All the money goes to the competitors running a pro league. So please do consider donating for that. Every dollar does help. And don't forget, you can follow CCG. We've passed the first 2,400. Be part of the first 2,500. I was so confused by that rock the first time that I played Odyssey. But I also feel mean. Because I didn't understand that you had to kick the rock. So when I first ever played Odyssey as a casual player, I was like, this rock's real weird. Why can I pick this up? And I carried it around for about 10 minutes.
Because the rocks have things hidden inside it then.
Yeah, I thought it was like I had to put the rock somewhere. So I like carried it around for 10 minutes without realizing I was carrying a moon.
I mean, some of them just carry coins, so you gotta pick up the right moon. The correct rock to find the moon inside of it.
So, do you think these both will be going for Nutclip?
Yeah. You already see it from Logis.
I was going to say, I just saw someone doing it.
And there's Bugfish going for it as well. Yeah, we're in Division S. Most tricks that you can think of, they'll be going for. DSS wasn't... DSS not happening. 2DSS also not going to happen, most likely. But, yeah. Spiritless will probably also be done.
Spiritless?
Spiritless also, like, kind of... That's also kind of like at this level, not sure if you're gonna go for it or not, but it is mostly gone for.
Well, please do tell me when that comes up.
That's in luncheon, so we have a bit.
Oh, we have a bit of time, that's fine. No, I love seeing the tricks in this. It's super cool.
Yeah.
I always like had a soft spot for this game. I kind of wanted to run it myself. Unfortunately, not having a capture card didn't make that the easiest. Because
do you run emulator for SMO64?
So I have a Nintendo 64, but I do run live with N64, Project 64.
Oh, okay.
Because it's
you run it. Emulator.
So I run my games on emulator, but I practice on console. I know that sounds really weird. I do the same with GameCube.
That's interesting. Yeah.
It's because when I make the Switch, I want to be ready for the Switch.
Okay. It's just, yeah.
And there isn't...
With SM64 in particular, the lag frames could throw you off, I would think.
Yes, so that's why I practice on the hardware. Sorry.
No, I'm saying like that there not being any lag frames.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it can be challenging to go in between the two, but it's not too bad at my level. I think when I got into more severe tricks, when I got below 2, when I got a below 2, then maybe I'd start to really notice it.
So we can hear your cat, and it's adorable.
Yes, she jumped through the window and screamed in my face, and I'm so sorry. She did this yesterday.
I welcome it.
Well, she is a cool cat.
Yeah, never apologize for Cat.
The thing is, I used to jokingly have her when I was commentating because she would comment almost as much as I would.
Oh wow, we got faster pipes coming out from Logis. So yeah, the cycle is slightly different here than what you would be used to seeing. Oh, not gonna be able to make it though. It's a little bit short on the dive. And this is, yeah, normal cycle from Bugfish.
So that,
So
how much time would you say that loses?
From what, you mean the mistake that Logis just did? It's a few seconds that they lost. Not too much, because they backed it up fairly quickly, but it's still, like, still a decent amount of time lost.
And yes, I can see a comment in the chat about the fact that my copy of Mario Odyssey is also in America right now, which does make it very difficult to attempt to run the game, considering emulator of the Switch is not that easy to get.
And it's also not optimized yet, so it actually, in some cases, can run slower.
Well, they'll either fix that or I'll get a capture card before I get around to this. But I would really love to run it. The movement in it is absolutely gorgeous. And that's what I always say. Every speed game that I play, it's related to the movement as opposed to the tricks. I won't run a game where I don't like how it moves.
Yeah.
Was that pause buffering?
No. I didn't see any pause.
I thought I saw Bug just paused
Nope.
mid-fight.
Nope. There was no pausing. There also isn't pause buffering in this game.
Well, that's why I was confused. Oh, there was a pause, but it was unintentional.
I didn't even notice that. It was so quick.
That's why I was like, wait. I've never seen anyone pausing in the fight.
I mean, people do pause by accident because, you know, it's the same button for skipping cutscenes. But, oh, and yeah, there is pause buffering. It's not really pause buffering. It's like...
Only in trick jumping.
It's not even really like a pause buffer from what I can tell.
Well, I'll just say I'm personally friends with Scorch, and I do not doubt that if there is something weird to be done in a game, Scorch will have attempted it. Take a look at his profile picture, that's his actual keybinds.
Yep.
A mega curse.
That is real.
Oh god. That's so funny.
Bugfish has been around me for a while, and I have commentated in some of their races, so yeah, I'm very familiar with... Yep, that they have an odd... they have some odd keybind button inputs. And they wear it with pride.
Well, it's certainly got my cat entertained. I may be sat in an awkward position, but she is enthralled by the Odyssey action. Oh no! That's gonna be a huge time loss for Logis.
Yeah, but at the same time, Bugfish missing reverse torpedo. Certainly not as huge as a time loss, but it's still there. That's what I was reacting to. I wasn't paying attention to the Logis at the time.
That is heartbreaking for him. But Bugfish managing to make it back onto the platform, which doesn't actually save that much time, but still, every second counts when he's just taking a lead.
Just a couple seconds, and yeah, Logis missing the dive. Taking another death. This is huge lead for Bugfish now. And be careful, do not step on that bridge.
Thanks, man. So, Bugfish takes a lead going into Night Metro. If he gets a favorable cycle, then this could be real good for Bugfish. So do you think he'll go for the 2 or 3 cycle?
I mean, you always are shooting for 2 cycle. If
Do you think he'll succeed?
Yeah. If you, I'm hoping they do. It's usually expected at this level.
Oh, okay. Well, Prage is in the chat for Night Metro being good to Bug here.
Ooh, Bugfish had a Goomba Fudge, but ended up bonking at the end there. And it still counts as a Goomba Fudge, but I just meant like the cycles essentially match up at that point.
Okay, nice.
Also seeing it from Logis. Gonna make that. Oh, and bonking. Oh, wow. That is like, yeah. And now we're at time loss there with the town hall. Tough Sharana bound.
Well, hopefully things will be kinder to Bugfish here going into the, well, starting the main fight of Metro. So what do you call him? Because I call him Scuttlebug.
It's a Mecha Wiggler.
Okay. He's still my little Scuttlebug, but I will agree.
Most people hate this boss, so yeah, it's interesting, you know, like calling, you know, like complimenting it, because we just be like, oh no.
Well, I think that was a good sight for Bugfish.
That was pretty good, yeah. You want to, generally you want to be able to finish off Mecha Wiggler before they stop moving. And that's a pretty good time.
Logis getting a hit, but hopefully nothing too detrimental. Hopefully we'll still finish this up.
Yeah, as long as they get a 2-cycle, there's no real worry about death in this fight.
And I know there was no worry about dying, but just seeing him get hit in the face while waiting for that cycle to end.
You pretty much are guaranteed to get hit in that fight.
Okay.
It's really hard to avoid the fireballs, which is why it's like a problem if you go into 3 cycles, because then you're getting.
Then you're at risk of
because,
death.
like I said, you're pretty much because you're guaranteed to get hit by those fireballs, pretty much. Like, because it's so hard to multitask with the tank. Great drive-by by Bugfish.
I was gonna say, very nice drive-by.
Yeah, but because of that, like, it's so hard to control the tank. It's really hard to avoid the fireballs while also trying to hit Mecha Wiggler. So yeah, the longer the fight goes on, the more fireball hits you're taking, and more likely you're gonna die.
I feel kind of bad for that guy on the bench. He just wanted a friend, and you just show up to take his stuff and leave.
But no, you give him conversation, and he gives you the moon in return.
I know, but I just wish there was a second moon for coming back to speak to him.
No, you've taught him the ways of life and made him a more sociable person. He doesn't need you anymore. Oh, and Logis
Oh.
with the early capture onto the pole.
Not having the best of times, unfortunately.
Yeah, taking a little bit of time to get back into the flow of the race.
I hope Mario could teach me the ways of being social. Oh, very nice. So, it does seem like Bugfish is taking more of a lead now. Due to a couple of mistakes on Logis's end.
Yeah, it's just because Bugfish is continuing to keep a stable mindset. Logis has yet to really settle back into the gameplay.
Well, hopefully we have a good time climbing the tower. So Logis unfortunately had a issue in Lost in the final moon.
Yeah, they died twice. Lost.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the third time because is not doing Deathless Bridge, but that's different.
But the first death was as he was being followed over to the cage.
Messed up cage triple, and then...
Yeah.
And then just messed up the dive underneath the bridge.
But nothing he can't come back from. Clearly, with his PB, he has got the skill to come back from this. Unfortunately for him, he may need Bugfish to make a mistake, but at the same time, also, it could just be that the cycles are on his side, which unfortunately they weren't in the first kingdom. Oh! Things like that.
Yep, small mess up. That's like 5 seconds maybe.
But it all adds up.
It does. It definitely does, but it's not enough to...
Not enough yet.
To turn it quite yet.
But these small movements and mistakes could mean everything in later kingdoms, especially when we get to, as you mentioned, the harder ones like Luncheon.
Oh my! We're seeing a reverse people's room from Logis. Wow.
Now that's one way to catch up.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Oh, let's go! That was so cool!
Yeah, well, I'm just taking a sigh of relief as those people were getting definitely in the way.
Well, like we said, that's a small mistake, and Logis taking a little bit of a risk.
But, I mean, it pays off. They did save time with that.
Yeah, definitely. So who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen?
Yeah, especially with Bugfish having some trouble in people's room. Logis having less trouble in people's room combined with doing reverse. Like, yeah, that was...
The reverse fever room I've never seen done, and that was so cool.
Yeah, I expected that was going to be newer for you.
Yeah! Most things are.
So I just kind of wanted to, like, let you enjoy it for what it was. Like, I didn't really need to say much, because it really is it speaks for itself, honestly.
Well, I appreciate you helping me get to grips with everything.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Bit low on that moon. So yeah, you can tell that they're going for it if they like set up a triple jump onto the trash can.
My PB in this, I don't have a PB in this. I'm actually a 64 SMS and S&D runner. And a Pikmin runner, but no one really knows Pikmin. So.
I mean, Pikmin's a great game.
It is, but no one knows it's a speed game.
Yeah, it's not as popular of a speed game, definitely.
Certainly not. I am very new to the SMO scene. I'm a big fan of it, would like to run it one day, but at the moment I'm just Learning how you guys all do it.
Logis looking to be good with their snow clip. Bugfish didn't get that, so that is a couple more seconds gained.
Yeah, of course. I'd be super excited for that. But maybe it is time. I would have to sort our capture card first, but I'd definitely be down for giving this game a go. Try and get a time, and who knows? Maybe even in a year or two, I'd be good enough to enter the CCG Open.
Yeah, I will say that this game is popular. Oh my god, missing the button for a bit. Holy. Still too late though, ending up inside the ice and falling down. Oh wow. And yeah, I was gonna say that. Oh, and killing a Goomba, now we're gonna have to die again.
And this is what we said, it's those time losses and they add up.
Yep, Logis back in the lead. Did not think that we'd be seeing a lead change like that. Like, that was...
Definitely not for that reason either. Killing a Goomba is something I haven't seen happen so far.
Goomba deaths are pretty common, actually. They don't have... They're certainly among one of the more common things to happen. It's unfortunate when it does, though.
I will make sure to have a healthy fear of killing Goombas.
Yeah, yeah, it's not that common in higher divisions, but it can happen.
I shall come to expect it from all of my runs.
Yeah, that's what I was more referring to, is that sometimes the Goombas will just walk off the edge on their own. And you don't want that.
Speaking of sunshine, I heard that there is actually a showcase of SMS next.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
Yes, there is. Acer UK and Plankton Secret Formula are going to be racing SMS for the first time on CCG. So, for those of you in the chat who are interested in SMS, do please stick around for that after this.
Nice. Oh, Bugfish a little bit short on their Snowdram. Yeah, losing even more time on Logis, who had no trouble with theirs.
Snow Kingdom taking no prisoners today.
Yeah. So, we are moving into Seaside now.
So Seaside does have a lot of clips, but I would assume that it's probably where Logis is more comfortable, because he does have his clips more down. Oh, and we spoke too soon. Or I did. Okay. Giving Bug a small window to catch up. More. It may not be enough to get him in the lead, but certainly enough to start working towards a difference.
No, Logis having some movement troubles as well, though. It's
Yes.
both players at this point having trouble. It's like, this could go either way, because both players are having trouble staying in a flow state at this point. It's really could go either way.
We always like to say that it can go either way, but this has gone both sides already, and
no,
with
I
issues
typically
with
don't.
like it really does.
And I'm one to typically not do the anything can happen commentary route, because it is so overdone at this point. Oh, clipping back in bounds on Logis' side for the fish tip. Got out of bounds, but then clipped back in.
Could this be Bugfish's opportunity to gain back some seconds?
I mean, I don't know, but fish dip is not an easy clip. So
No, it doesn't look it, to be honest.
he's gonna pull it off though.
Let's go!
Nice, and managing to stay out of bounds, so we'll be saving a couple seconds with this.
And there was a nice sink on that moon grab there. And it really is.
Yeah, I will tell you,
Cozy
Jay, that this is definitely that right there, that fish clip. That is one of the first tricks you should learn. It is really easy, actually.
Everyone says the fish clip at the back is the first thing you learn in SMO.
It's really easy. Like, just do this route. Like, honestly, just do this route.
I will.
You obviously don't need to do fish dip. Don't be trying for that. But fish clip. Easy.
Hey, what if I get both?
Easy.
I know, don't worry.
That would be impressive.
My history in the 3D Mario world is definitely more suited for Sunshine. And this is along the lines more of 64. So I'd probably struggle a little bit more with this. I am so excited, but I'm not. But it's luncheon, so it kind of have to be.
Yep. Okay. So I will explain it. It won't come up until we get to where the scooter fight is. So the start of this is the same. Got the salt triple jump there. And I expect to see it from Logis, given the strategies that they've been going for. So I will be explaining it. And so you see this jump here. They're doing a triple jump to go around this arena and avoid the spirit fight entirely.
Oh.
And that's why it's spiritless.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so this also puts Luncheon in a weird state because in this game, a lot of events are tied to story moons. So different moons become available based on, like, different story moons that you do.
Yeah.
And so we actually have less moons to choose from because of this. And
But this is a diversion of route that will save overall how much?
About 5 to 10 seconds, depending.
It's still incredible to see.
Yeah. It's really good, and so you see we're doing a lot of different moons here. So you got the slots moon, similar to Metro, and then...
I love how you only get one moon for that fight.
Yeah, but it progresses the game. And also because of this, so there are no lava bubbles in the lava here. So you actually have to do the jumps across. These jumps are doable, but you're gonna end up taking damage from it, and so...
Okay, I didn't know that, like, that was the effect.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And also there's...
So when will we see the effect of this choice of route? Do we already see it with the lead, or will we see it further because there's different moons that he's got to take?
I mean, it's going to be hard to keep track of the difference because of the different moon routes, but, I mean...
So we'll be seeing at the end of this kingdom, essentially?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, here's the second jump. Because, yeah, yet again...
I can't wait for the jump.
Another distance of lava there. And then me taking the turnips.
Oh,
so
he
you're
has to
taking
take
two
two of
turnips.
them. Yes,
Yeah, so
I
bring
saw
the
this
two
the other day.
It happened in the race before this as well, so but I think you weren't around.
No, unfortunately I was in work, but I remember seeing some that wild turnip movement.
Okay, Bugfish coming up on Fork's room, meanwhile.
Mario just carelessly standing on tables,
Yeah,
showing
why not?
no care for the shopkeeper.
No, just give me your moon and I'll get out. Yeah, that's
That
all.
feels like extortion.
It's fine. Ooh, Logis bonking on the way up to this crate moon.
Oh gosh.
Okay, and we are coming up on what is actually the hardest part of Skewerless, which is the invisible block jump. So there are some invisible blocks halfway through
Oh
here.
yes, this is 3 of them.
Yep, there's a few of them, and so we're gonna activate them and jump off of them to get over this gap without taking any damage.
That's so cool. I did wonder when I saw that last time why they'd done that.
And that's, yeah, because we can't spawn the platforms. Because, you know, that moon is only active base. You know, story moons you can only get in order, so this story moon that Bugfish just got isn't there.
I apologize. The dog wanted the cat.
Yeah, the dogs are not welcome.
I'm sorry. My dog wanted to hang with my cat. So I had to release her to the wild to go and play with her sister. Thank you. So he won't be able to get the 3 moons here, will he?
No, you already went past that. You ported back to the Odyssey, and then got a timer moon. So yeah,
So there's only a few seconds in it.
It is only a few seconds difference. It's, like I said, it's about 5 to 10 seconds. But you avoid having to go through all these cutscenes that you're seeing Bugfish having to deal with. Also, it does look a lot flashier.
Yeah. So, I do believe that I don't want to say that there's not much that can go wrong in this, but I haven't seen anyone have an absolute disaster on Ruin. Is this one where I'm wrong and it is actually horrific? Or is it not as bad?
It's not bad at all, no.
Okay, because I've never seen anyone have trouble on Ruined.
I mean, I've seen it, but it is definitely rarer. People call this an auto-scroller at this point. Like, it's very little happens in this game. Which is why this is usually the time when most streams that do races of this will save this time for plugs. So if you want to do that plug again, you can.
Yo, let's go! Don't forget to follow the runners. Don't forget to follow my amazing co-coms. Don't forget to check out the SMO League. We are doing a crowdfunded prize for the SMO Pro League. So please do consider giving. Every dollar makes a huge difference. And don't forget, we just hit 2,400 followers. Help us reach 2,500. Be a part of the CCG movement. Be in the first 25. Let's go! And thank you, Maxie.
And thank you, Saren.
Do we have to thank Sarah?
I think so. I wasn't fully listening. I actually went. I used the opportunity to go refill my water.
It's okay. Yeah, Saren is Giga Cat. I'll get. Well, to be fair, Saren is not only Giga Cat, but also Piplup Step. You know?
Yeah.
Which is the best emote in the CCG collection, let's be honest.
It's pretty good, yeah.
So now we're going into Bowser's, correct?
Yep.
I'm learning this route, me. I've been trying so hard to like learn which kingdom comes when and all the names and stuff so I don't make a fool of myself up here. So I'm so proud that I got that right.
I've done it before. I tried commentating that SM64 sometimes, and like I've been just like, what's the name of this king? What's the name of this area again?
we're really lucky. We use acronyms for everything.
No, but no, I don't know the acronyms.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna say, if you learn the acronyms, you don't actually need to learn the stage levels.
No, but that's what I mean when I say the names. I'm like, I don't even know what acronym I'm supposed to be using for some of them.
Well, if you ever commentate with me, don't worry, I can train you up the same way you're helping me here.
Okay.
But I know there is a few. Oh, Bugfish bonking. I know there's a few things here before the mech fight that can be tricky, such as the moons. The 5 moons, am I wrong? Is that tricky? I believe it is.
Yeah. There's some tough spots. Shards is definitely.
Yeah, the shards, that was it.
Which is what Logis is about to come into.
It's easy. Chat seems to believe that it's easy. Is that just because chat's cracked, or is chat a liar?
Chat's a liar.
Troy not even giving them the time of day, just like,
No.
Chat's
Oh,
a liar.
Logis with the birdless.
Ooh.
Really nicely done.
He really is trying to get that time back. Which I don't blame him, being this far into the end of, to the end of the run. He's not wanting to give Bugfish any chance to catch up.
Yeah. It is still only a 20-second difference.
I know. So nervous. So, I guess Pillars is the equivalent of it coming down to throws.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
and Bugfish with the time lost ram. Haven't seen that in a bit.
The time off trap?
Yeah, it's called a time lost ram when you accidentally capture the bird on the way back there.
Ah.
Because it's a dram, because you're being, it's a capture that you get from after a moon, but it's not one you want. It loses time.
How did he hold the bomb?
Oh, that
in
was
the air?
Sarbamba. That was Sarbamba. You're really only supposed to hit one bomb to Harriet at a time, but by hitting 2 bombs towards them, it causes the game to not know what to do with the second bomb, so it just kind of hangs in the air for a bit.
Just chilling, vibing.
Just chilling, yeah, just vibing. And yeah,
Bugfish starting on top her.
and yeah, it's not too old, but it's still like fairly well known at this point.
Would you start with Topper, or would you start with our lovely lady?
At my level, I start Topper first, but honestly, I feel like it's just more of like experience with the 2 bunnies, and depending on which strategies you go for, as to which
Ooh!
bunny you go for first.
He slammed the shit out of her.
Okay. It's one way
Oh,
of putting it.
I'm so sorry. I just hadn't seen like, because both bombs went like directly at her.
Mm-hmm. No, it's using one bomb. It's just the Jason's doing it so fast that the other bomb just finishes. But it's only the in that case it's only the effect of one bomb there.
Just something people like to bicker about. Sounds
Yep.
like all of 64 speedrunning.
And Logis with Pipeless as well. Just pulling out all the stops, killing the Pokio though. Having to wait for it to respawn.
But that makes that 20 seconds a little bit tighter.
Yep, just a bit.
So what he's really got to hope for, and what we've all got to really hope for him, is that mech goes right. He's done everything he can do up to this point to save as much time as possible. Okay, so can you explain to me why, when he's walking around, you don't attempt to hit the bunny?
There's an invincibility state after the first hits.
Thank
Just
you.
wait for it to run out. You can see the legs are rainbow right there. So they have an invincibility star on them for a little bit.
Oh, I had never noticed that.
Probably just because of the camera angle that we're at, but yeah.
But
We're not supposed to stay on top of the mecha portal like this. This is just a little exploit that was found.
But Logis having a very good mech.
Bugfish falling off though.
Oh no.
Missing target acquired, and now they're gonna have to wait out the bird spawning.
On the last one as well. Well, I don't want to say it's over, but this will be really hard for Bug to come back on. Logis would have to make a really big mistake. Maybe he'll go for 2DD skip. 2D skip.
Right.
Hey, he's been pulling out all the tricks. It wouldn't actually shock me to see an attempt at it.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I definitely see where you're coming from with that idea, but it's not needed. Is kind of the thing. And yeah, as Allison Rose is saying in the chat, you really only very little people even do it in runs, let alone races.
Well, hopefully nothing will go wrong on Moon, and we can have a nice end to the race from Logis after what was quite a prickly start when it came to Lost and Metro, unfortunately.
Just can't sub hour.
Oh,
yeah.
he did one wall.
Yep, single wall jump. And then cave skip.
Let's go. I know what that is, but only because I've seen it failed so many times. Okay, are we gonna see a single wall attempt from Bugfish?
Does
No,
not look like it.
No, Bugfish taking what I think is the correct approach.
I mean, I've heard that one single wall jump indicates it actually isn't that.
Really? I don't know.
It's what I've heard. I've never attempted it.
I've seen it like get messed up so many times that I'd probably be scared to try it. But the movement, like, if I was to run, I probably would do Darker Side of the Moon, purely because I love the movement on Moon. And the gravity is just so fun.
You're saying you would do darker runs?
Yeah.
Those are 3 hours.
I'm a 120 runner in SMS.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's still not 3 hours. I mean, unless you're at that
SMS
level.
runs 3
SMS.
to 4 hours.
Oh,
yeah.
SMS. My bad. I thought you were.
Yeah.
My brain shut off for a second. I thought you said
Yeah,
that's
4
the
hours is
64.
considered a good time.
Yeah.
Looking good from Logis so far.
And yeah, not even setting
No,
up.
not even like making a single attempt. I don't blame him. But that's the actual TD skip. As long as he doesn't get invisible wall, he's got an easy time here.
Yep.
So, do you tell me, because I am unaware, so when someone gets invisible walled, how do you fix that?
You don't.
Oh, it's just an instant
You're
run.
stuck with it. You can still complete the game, but you're stuck with it. You're actually able to hit the middle cube from that far away.
Okay.
Like the game just allows you to hit it still for some reason. And then you're able to capture the circuit. So you just have to not die, because there's still like falling blocks you have to deal with. You're on a platform anymore. But it's still good. Just nothing that people are having to deal with.
Yeah. And I agree, all the cat jams, because this is just such a hell of an ending song.
Yeah, the only way to fix invisible wall is to die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Final time for Logis. 1 hour and 34. GG's in the chat. Get those Drakes in. Absolutely incredible.
Really good run.
Honestly,
Bugfish,
this is one of the
not too
Mario
far.
games with the best soundtracks.
Yeah, definitely. Super Mario Galaxy is up there as well, though.
The Metro City theme is actually on my Spotify playlist.
I can see that. The Bugfish finishing out, getting a 101.24, not too far behind.
And as we're finishing up, don't forget, these runners put hours and hours of time into this. Do give them a follow. Do give the comms a follow. Consider giving to the SMO League. Crowdfunded prize. All the money goes to the runners for the Pro League. And don't forget, we have got SMS coming up next. So there's plenty more to come for your 3D Mario fix.
But we could have the post-race interview with Bugfish, if they're up for it.
Yes, hello.
Hey! I
Hey,
didn't want to
hello.
pressure you, so I thought I'd give you time to like let us know. How do you feel?
I have mixed feelings about this. I'm surprised how well I played overall. Kind of, well, devastated is a strong word, but I'm kind of sad about the mistakes in Snow and Mech especially.
Mm.
But yeah, it's like I didn't expect to play this well anyway, so it's fine.
You did incredibly. I think there was a lot of time where we thought you had it in the bag. Obviously, it's a difficult run and mistakes can happen at any point, and I don't think your mistakes in Snow are ones that every other runner hasn't already done.
Dang, that Goomba room was just devastating. I'm sorry that even happened to you. Like that was
Yeah,
heartbreaking.
the first one, the first dive was just because I thought the Goomba was on the Switch and it wasn't. That is a mistake that has happened to me quite a while.
Yeah, it
This-
happens.
I think the second one I just messed up some some shoulder button inputs, so yeah.
Yeah. But GG to Logis
Yeah,
and
GG's too.
Bugfish. You both did so great, and hopefully we'll see you again on your SMO journey.
Well,
I'm-
we'll continue to see them in the bracket because this is double elimination.
Exactly.
Yes,
I'm very excited, and I wish you all the best in your next race with us.
Thank you. And oh, he Lotus went flying. And yeah, thanks for commentating.
Oh, thank you.
Yep, of course.
Was a fun race overall. Did not expect to have this much fun.
It really was.
So, yep, be back with the SMS showcase in a bit.
I'm so excited. Let's go.
See you guys.
See you.